Hello, my name is Nwagu David, your real estate and property coach. This afternoon, we are looking at 7 fatal mistakes couples make in terms of real estate investment. And I've seen a number of them by the result or as the privilege of growing up in a legal home or among lawyers in growing up. I've seen many matters and cases that sometimes the couples lost their properties, sometimes the children even were affected. One of them happened a few months ago when I was going to buy a property not far from where I stay. I had already raised the draft, and at the point of asking, can I meet the owner of this property? The agent told me he is the owner of the property. I said, no, I need to meet whoever has his or her name on the document I viewed the other time. What was the background story? The owner of the property was late. The wife was not around. She doesn't know where the husband has his property. The husband and the best friend bought the same property, 2 plots. The best friend kept her 1 plot. He owned 1 plot. And as a result of the death of this man, the friend hijacked the property and was willing to sell to me. At that point, I backed out from that property. Now, we have issues like that severally. I had a case I was to handle also a few months ago, and this had to do with more than 5 hectares of land. An hectare of land is 15 plots, and we're talking about 5 hectares. You can do the mathematics. This man lost everything because when he bought in Badore Aja years ago, 1993 to be precise, he never took his spouse to this property. He never took his children because they were all children there to this property. And he kept the document alone, and he died 10 years after, 2003 or thereabouts. And he lost all the properties people had built on them. No documentation, nothing. So when you are buying property, there are 7 fatal mistakes you could make that can backfire. Number 1 is not carrying your partner along. When you are buying real estate, it's important your partner must know where your property is. It's very important. Wherever you are buying from, even if it's inside water, carry him or her along. I've seen a lady who was a retiree. She took all her retirement benefits and put it into a property, not allowing the husband to know, 3 million years ago, and she lost it all when she died. Very important, carry your partners along. Number 2, documentation. When you are doing real estate documentation, it's important the name of both partners is fully spelled out. I will give you an example. My name is Nwagu David. My wife's name is Nwagu Morenike. When I'm making this investment or when I'm doing the documentation, I will write Mr. Nwagu David and Mrs. Nwagu Morenike. It's important that these things are properly and fully spelled out, so legal issues does not arise in future. When you are making these documentations, the names must be totally spelled out. Number 3, hiding documents from your spouses. Our lives is not in our hands. Our life does not belong to us. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. So it's important that when you are not around, somebody continues with your investment. Number 4, and this is very important, your will. While we are crossing the age of 35, 40, it's important that you start having children and you have a wife. You must prepare and present a will to them so that in case of, God forbid, a demise. I've seen some very bright legal minds. They had family squabbles as a result of not preparing a proper will. It's important that the will is properly prepared. Now, there's exceptions. There are exceptions where the couple or the partner, one of the partner, is not a decent fellow. You can do a will and see how to put it under a lawyer who will wait for the children to grow up, then you can now read it and pass to them. There are ways to go about this, and see your lawyer, he will advise you on what to do. Number 4 is carrying your parent along instead of your partner. We are in an African culture, an African setting, where I've seen severally, not someone told me, I've seen where after the demise of the man, they throw the wife out of the house, they throw the children out of the wife. It happened to a neighbor. Recently, the man died, and in less than 3 months, the brothers and the sisters came to throw this woman out. It took some of us to stand our ground that no, this woman will not lose out of this investment. It's important that we carry our families along instead of our parents, our brothers, our sisters, because when the push gets to shove, nobody sees them. The school fees will be paid by someone. Your children will be fed by someone, bills will be paid by someone, and it's important that you carry your immediate family along instead of your extended family. Number 5, shutting your partner out in terms of home designs. When you are designing a home, it's important that you carry your partner along, especially for a man when it comes to building a house. The kitchens most times should have the input of your wife, because most of the time they spend it within the kitchen. And also the rooms, it's important that you carry your partner along when you are designing a house. And finally, when you are building, ensure that you don't build unnecessary structures. I've seen someone that had disposed his house a few years ago in Lekki. He built 30 bedrooms. What are you doing with 30 bedrooms? He had made up his mind that when the children grow up, they will have this, they will have that. Of course, at the age of 18, when they traveled overseas for their university, all of them told their dad they were not coming back. The house became redundant and useless. While you are growing older, you keep reducing your house space and increasing the compound space, because at some point you can't climb the stairs anymore. So while you are planning your house, plan such a way that when the children are grown up after their age of 18, they are not coming back. We had to sell this house to a hotel owner who converted the whole 30 rooms to a hotel. When the man saw that the wife and the children were not willing to come back to Nigeria, he traveled out to meet with them. So when you are planning a house, ensure you take some of these things into cognizance.